My name is Daniel Balmori, and I am an undergraduate student at Harvard College. I've been studying government and anthropology of human rights, and I have a special interest in Latin America. And in regard to the situation of Mexican immigration, you're recently quoted in the Los Angeles Times as saying, no matter their immigration status, they're human beings with dignity and rights that should be respected. My question is, how can you support a policy that would make it easier for Mexicans to come legally to the United States for reasons of economic desperation, while your country has indefinitely detained and denied a voice to Central American and Cuban immigrants who arrived to Mexico for an equally significant reason, seeking political refuge, basic freedoms, and similar struggles for economic relief, and you naturally deserve the same dignity?
Well, several questions. But anyway, first, I don't want to be a president that enjoys the people, watching the people live in the country. Every migrant who lives in Mexico, it's lose for Mexico. There's one family without a father. There's one child without his father. There's one son without their parents. You can see the small village in Mexico, and you can see only all the people, only some women and some kids. I'm not enjoying migration, but you can understand clearly what are the nature of this phenomenon. And I don't know if you're undergraduate, maybe I hope you were going to study here at Kennedy School or economics field, but the point is like a textbook example. You have two economies. One economy is intensive in capital, which is American economy. Other economy is intensive in labor, which is Mexican economy. We have 3,000 kilometers of border. We are part of the same place in the world, so we have clearly, we are two complementary economies. And that phenomenon is impossible to stop. And what I'm looking for, I'm not trying to allocate people here. I'm fighting really hard in order to preserve the opportunities for people in Mexico. My duty is to make job opportunities for Mexican people in Mexico. And instead to see the people crossing and looking for capital in the United States, I'm working really hard in order to attract capital to Mexico. Now, the American economy is suffering. But if you take the point of view that the solution for this situation, the lack of competitiveness of American economy, is closing the border, you are making a very, very big mistake. You can see the performance of the economy in Asia or Europe, and all those economies are integrated in a regional forum. So the only one single chance that we have as North American economies, including Mexico, Canada, and the United States, is to integrate our markets in order to be more productive, more competitive, and it's the one single chance we have to compete with those countries. Other thing is, I think human being has human rights, regardless of their condition, of their migratory condition. Human being is human being. Of course, I recognize the right of every country to enforce the law in its own territory, but it's absolutely different from don't be respectful to human rights. Talking about people migrating to Mexico, we are starting a new policy. I met with the new president of Guatemala, and we told that we are going to make our border a border of opportunities. I do believe that Central American workers provide benefits for Mexican people. Like I do believe that Mexican people provide benefits for American workers. And it's not my quote. You can reach this, you can find this research in the Center of Economic Advisor, the Council of Economic Advisors of the White House. This research says that migrants are absolutely complementary to native workers here. And every year they are increasing the income of the native people in $30,000 per year, $1 million per year. Second, there is an idea that the migrants are it's a very expensive to have migrants, but the same research says that the net present value in the tax relationship is the difference between the taxes that the migrants pay and the services that they receive is a net benefit from the American taxpayers of $80,000 per migrant in this tax. What I want to say is, I'm not looking for more migrants. I'm looking for the rights of my people. I'm looking for integrate our economies. I'm looking for the prosperity of Mexico and the prosperity of the United States as well.